Tough task to live up to, though, coming into this. FPX need to get back on track for themselves, because currently XSET do have the upper hand here. Sitting with that map to the good, we go into things. FPX on the attacking side, and of course that then means XSET are defending. And BcJ getting a lot of contact up long, but I like this from AYRIN. Tucked in the corner. No commitment yet.
So Trailblazers come back through hookah. He does catch a stun here. Angel just right through with the spike.
This is terrifying me by all accounts, but XSET, they're not phased just yet. Until then, ZUYGETSU flies on the site, getting 3 out of nowhere. 21 HP, he steps on in. Gets pushed on out. dephh on the other side, and now a 2v2. This is already just absolutely chaotic. Leaving Cryo.
Look at ardiis though.
Find this timing.
ardiis is pushed all the way into elbow. dephh actually going to give it up here. Well, he's trying to fake the rotation away. And XSET showing real discipline on the defense.
Timing. Oh, if dephh got that timing right. Similar scenes, and could be said on the other side too for ardiis. The timing was right, but the positioning from Cryo for me is the interesting one. The Haunt committed towards his side, so either just a really good guess from Shao, or simply put, they noted it. Good pickup from Cryo. Takes away the man on the side. It's the main man himself, ardiis. He can't do it this time. Cryo carrying on from the last map. Nice start there.
I got to see the ZUYGETSU pop from that.
Yeah,
I didn't even see the first two. They happened off screen, but to find the third as well when he's down to what looked like less than 10 HP. So for XSET to start here, like I said, they need to get a strong first half, and that's altering really FPX's success, which sits at 63% on their attack.
Extremely strong team on this, but they're not infallible. Not sure if BcJ noted the second player there.
At least no Zyppan though on the cross.
Okay, well, Boombot's got it as well. So big information, early work coming out here. BcJ still getting contact as well. So quite indicative of what's going on, but certainly not the full picture. But you got to look at what they're bringing in. It's frenzies and sheriffs. So if XSET play this smart, don't allow themselves to fall foul to any of this, they should be able to get away unscathed. But let's see what FPX have in mind now.
Still a bit of bite to this as well. With the plant coming through, there's 3 sheriffs to work with, a frenzy and a ghost in the hands of ardiis.
Trap destroyed.
Angel will at least be noted on short here. We'll deal with the trap as well, but most of FPX actually stacked up towards hookah right now. Down to 30 seconds. We'll try and make something work here.
The TP's taken. Cryo wants information. He finds all but too much. ZUYGETSU sends him away, and now you can see AYRIN in a little bit of danger. Let's see who's there. You've got, what, BcJ as well towards elbow. Okay, so he's not completely alone, but Zyppan's on the ground. 15 seconds, he's got to make the cross. Time to swing and time to die. ardiis takes down AYRIN. But luckily for them, zekken, BcJ on the case. Angel and ardiis trying to fill that gap. 5 seconds. Oh, big shot from Angel, but timing is everything. And I don't think he's going to have enough of it, as we're down to just Angel now. And the time dwindles. And as to the body's damage achieved, though.
Real damage is one stinger in the hands of AYRIN. BcJ doesn't even have the opportunity to pop that, but confirmation at least. And actually, BcJ tucked up very close here. Trying to make use of this SMG.
To stick around. Oh, the flashes. Put Angel down to 21 at this point. That was a team flash potentially coming through, so eats that. Probably not too happy. Follow-up flash as well. The man's been blind for half the map. And now with 1 minute left, still eyeing up this B side, but the rotation from zekken starting to linger this way.
I'm not sure if that was deep enough from BcJ to confirm that, but you have to keep your eyes on the minimap. Look to where ZUYGETSU here. Potential to try and make a play up on the back of his Viper wall. As FPX drift back in the direction of A site. Again, down to 30 seconds here, so yeah, a little bit uncomfortable for FPX.
I don't think they noticed anything else. Now they did. The timing. That's heartbreaking for him, and Cryo's got a time limit on this. Yeah, surrounded eventually, but it's zekken filling the gap, and we're still in a 3v3. This is against rifles. Spike yet to go down as well, but nothing to really deny it at this point. But good progress from zekken getting this close by. Gonna be able to spot out one that takes his life. Catches ZUYGETSU.
He's got his nade back.
You're absolutely right. This could be a great opportunity to clear, but I'm seeing a little bit of a creep back around here. Shao not backing away, not backing down, but gets put down. AYRIN's got him, HP. And you're right, this is from that early damage over towards Long. Angel left. Oh, and it's not good. It's an absolute nightmare. Makes a meal of it. An XSET. That is what you dream of. 3 of them make it through this. They get 3 rifles out of it, converting the round.
They bring 2 Spectres and a Stinger into this.
I wouldn't bother bringing it to it, but at 3-0. Bloody hell. What are we seeing? FPX have their work cut out now because, again, this looked like a stronghold, a safety kind of position to go to for FPX. This map has always been very solid with them, at least in my mind. So seeing XSET pick this up and then convert this one, this is a great way to carry on that momentum and pace from map 1.
Ardiis going to pop the null command here. BcJ not noted actually on that.
Oh,
he got Zyppan out of the air there.
Straight out of the air, and BcJ tearing him limb from limb. They invested into this round. Spectres, the ult coming through, an Angel. Oh, he doesn't like it anymore. He's down. He's dead. And XSET look mean.
Absolutely no pressure there. BcJ unnoted by the Pratt. I think actually tucked into the right side of Garden. And rewarded for it, but the kill on Zyppan, ridiculous. So FPX need to answer back. And BcJ noted here, but it's a knife from very deep on the side of Ardiis. No pressure coming towards him once again. Spike not committed, and FPX want to try and garner a little map control early on here. As I say that though, the Nightfall setup.
How far does that reach?
It should get close to pipes, but
yeah,
you want to see a reveal for backside as well, which is, I think, what he's setting up now. And with XSET setup, they should be caught in it.
Should. Here we go, let's see this in motion.
Look at the flash and the snake bite on top.
Oh, it's so good. I love that little combo, but they still get to live through it. And now I'm waiting to see when Angel commits this. There's the other ult coming in as well. This is very all-encompassing, but this is everything invested to just clearing side, but they haven't cleared it completely. Cryo's still here. Plant's going in, but he's got... Oh my word, he still gets it. Shao goes down. And now the ult's in place though, so this gets trickier for him. Heal comes out, so he's feeling a little prettier about it, finding another. Cryo somehow navigating through this absolute mayhem. Posts one into the mist, gets nothing for it. Clears through showers. What do they have to clear close sight? Not much. And waiting is Ardiis. Flashed up blind, he just pulls the trigger and hopes for the best. It's all on SUYGETSU now. In a 1v1, and he does manage to find death. At least they make it count when they invest so much.
Speed. Actually now, again with that setup, I don't expect to see Cryo playing too often back on the top truck.
Face your fear!
Okay, so this is just a clear shower and kind of back right of sight, so there's still players towards Heaven, 2 towards CT. This is certainly not clear yet. Wonder if they take much of a fight on this or play for the retake, but it does look as though they want to get going now. Zekken just going to post it, and he gets one, but not Zyppan, who's so close. Zyppan sending his out, gets it, that's 2. Activating finally in this game. But deph's kind of slipped ahead in. No, still noted by Angel, but it might be Ardiis who has to handle him in the end. But where's Cryo in this? Still a mile away.
Just about making his way back through spawn now. Classic in hand, but tour de force available. Will be able to get himself a weapon though. You've got to be careful now because Zyppan's down to 13 HP. Has to be Ardiis and Shao to deliver here.
What can dephh do? So dangerous, so many players there. He's going to know a lot, but Cryo's not got the time. FPX starting to stabilize with 2 rounds now, back-to-back. Even considering the money was far from perfect, it wasn't particularly pretty coming into this, but great usage of utility. And again, seeing that discipline kicking in.
A great usage. Cryo actually glass cannon on this. Again, the only thing saved across here is 2,000 credits for dephh. Cryo wants to try and get ahead of this setup now. Yeah, unnoted as yet, but
the
wallbang
brief fire.
The awareness is amazing.
Just reading them so well. I don't think there was any indicators towards this, but just really heads up play coming out. Cryo has to respect this now. can't be as aggressive as maybe he wanted to be. And I think that was ardiis getting the ult online as well, over towards Showers.
And Cryo has to rotate here to get this heal.
Heal up, squad.
And a win of opportunity, but FPX slow things down as they set up as 5 outside A site once again.
Can they withstand this? Can they maybe deny this? Because as it stands, FPX have worked out a rhythm to it. They've got the site under wraps. Now zekken going to be forced away again. Just tries to stand and fight it, and he loses it. A 1-for-1 trade out, though, is dephh at least going to punish Zyppan on this time. BcJ still in that Spectre. Not going to have the best of times at all. Spike now planted, going to get one. Trade comes out, and once again, FPX step by step building back into this game here. And Cryo probably not loving the concept of going for this with that operator.
No, absolutely not. Try and back away and hold on to these.
Toxin screen down.
FPX feel as if they found a point of weakness here on A site. I'm curious to see what the adjustment is. Haven't seen any real progress outside of B on the side of XSET. No ability to really try and get into the back lines here, but FPX still, at least within the first 15 or 20 seconds, is set up in this default where they are actually equipped to deal with that when XSET opt to go out hunting.
Yeah.
2 weapons saved across here for AYRIN and Cryo. But it's just 1 round separating them now. At least initially here. Similar scene, Zyppan going to probe towards Hooker. Slight adjustment here actually with BcJ to double down this Hooker hold, but Cryo's got to be careful. He's got no support whatsoever, and actually he's completely dealt with.
What? A fumble here. Maybe hope BcJ would bail him out from the Prowler or something.
Where was his TP?
I didn't see it.
I'm not sure when it got destroyed there, but an Angel, he's been tucked into showers a couple of times now, and the first blood drawn over in Hooker. FPX resort back to this A site hit. Ooh, that's zekken noted. He's got to be careful here.
Ooh, 30 HP. And yeah, so many bullets coming his way. There's no way he was going to get out of that. Plant's going to come in. F and BcJ not really near this one, but I really want to see a replay of the start there, Mike, because that felt like, again, Cryo could have been in the right place for this, but...
I mean, I didn't see the yellow border even from when he was posted up initially with the operator. I know that that's just an oversight. He didn't have his TP placed, but very bizarre. Especially because BcJ slips off that double Hooker hold so quickly.
Yeah.
I think to actually put the flash down long. That finds a consolation, but BcJ elsewhere just clinging to that operator. dephh just gives up the angle here.
If they can get these guns away, you can already see the money. It's not looking pretty at all. Frustrating one probably there for XSET, and they do lose the rifle on dephh. So, again, I do hope we see at the start what happened there potentially. As said, at the first Prowler, if he didn't dip away, I was quite surprised. So that was the thing. Anyway, maybe a mistake, maybe not. We'll never know. As it stands, we look at what's happening now. Masses of pressure put through towards the B side. This is a totally different look. Very, actually, tell a lie, rather similar to the one just happening, but certainly not that A piece we've seen lent towards here. And the pop flash towards long. BcJ gets the information, but he's getting a little too much attention as well.
Look how early it's drawn out the use of the Cosmic Divide as well. And that's because of this conditioning towards A site. XSET were 3 committed. Onto A. Actually, that's a beautiful snake bite paint shell combo. zekken rewarded for it. Zyppan will fall. That takes out a little bit of the pop from this execution if FPX decide to push on to B site.
Absolutely, and Zyppan being one of the players who really did start to activate as well, that could be a factor. For 45 seconds, that pop factor could have been fantastic. Now, if BcJ gets one off this...
Oh, it's a great setup here, but BcJ was set up to swing off contact and nobody was holding it because of that flash.
Yep. Forced out of position. Shao now works his way forward as well. AYRIN's gone down. dephh on the site now overwhelmed. Still stands his ground. Going to get ardiis. Great! The shot on Angel! Glorious, but not enough. Cryo the only one now who can maybe change the outcome, but how much can one man do? And he's got an operator here. Once again, Shao and SUYGETSU in a post plant. You have one tuck towards site, on towards Hooker. These are dirty angles to try and pry people out of. Cryo, what are you made of in this one? You fancy in it? First found! Oh! Tag and no frags who get too lucky to be alive as Cryo gave it a goddamn good go. We go back in, 4 to 5 now. Start to see the knock-on effect of the money now.
I was going to say, FPX actually showing a bit of confidence towards both sides now. That's even after losing Zyppan. Still happy to follow through on that. XSET still forced into this 3-man A-site hold, obviously with the weapons. A consideration to make. There's a judge in play for BcJ, posted up in hooker now. Actually showing presence now, but this is just the utility probe on the side of FPX.
Oh, it's pulled the rotation too.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, this is textbook stuff. There's a flash in. High flash goes through. Doesn't actually catch death, but already you can see the intention here. It's very choreographed from FPX. The site's now waving their banner. Cryo's been spotted. Artis is the one to find him. Zyppan takes contact on the back of the truck, swings a little deeper, getting a little hungry for it, but he does have Artis right next to him. There was that early damage on death that now is just echoed through. And BcJ sadly left with that judge, trying to play this back in. Not going to be a lovely scenario, really.
Noted way earlier in the round as well. You're right, XSET almost paranoid here in terms of that presence shown. Good for the first. I expect SUYGETSU to give him another one, but he actually will. Again, the economy damage is not going to be too much of an issue.
I'm out of stuff.
At least we'll force out the repurchase here for 2 members of FPX.
Best of a bad situation, isn't it? Couldn't ask for much more from a judge tucked towards CT on a retake. That was the best you were going to get. But FPX now, they found that one weakness. We talked about it. They played outside of the timeout.
Be a little more proactive here. Again, bite the bullet, as I said.
It doesn't look like it's on the task, on the docket today. And there's already forced back towards site. This early utility investment towards Hook is wonderful for it so far. That's a good reply, though, from dephh. Finding the wallbang, taking down Zyppan. That's not necessarily changed the outcome of some of these rounds, though, losing Zyppan early either.
Yeah, but he hasn't had the same success he did versus Crew.
Very true.
At least here on the attacking half. Spike not committed just yet. This is FPX, as I said, going through the motions. Almost rinse and repeat in terms of the same utility used. That's why it's so difficult to really get indicators on the side of XSET of what FPX are looking to achieve.
I like this gamble rotation, though, from BcJ. Invested utility towards B, instantly hit the rotation, and it's going to pay dividends. He's in the right place for this now.
Zeke's off ahead of it.
They have 3 players in the right place. This could be a good adjustment now. Seeing FPX being halted at the door, they don't get the entrance they wanted. And the spam works out. Zekken going to at least connect towards ardiis. Going to note 2 players here as well. Zekken going to try and swing it, but it's SUYGETSU. The trade's coming out now. AYRIN still holding ground. Angel and SUYGETSU are the ones to be punished off the back, and now we look what remains. Ardiis and Shao. One flash up trying to fall away, and Ardiis on bodyguard duty. Can only connect with 1, and with 15 seconds, a spike still in hand. I don't think he has a shot towards the site really now. Maybe a tap on it, maybe get a plant. Unlikely at this point. And yeah, just being toyed with, but maybe don't toy with Shao. Oh no, don't toy with Shao! No time left. A couple more seconds, it could have been different.
I mean, it's crucial in terms of economy damage, though, because look at what XSET come away from this.
A tough opponent now. Now, if they could bookend this half, it doesn't seem as bad, but you do have to note that that was 6 rounds on the trot, back-to-back for FPX, stringing together. Now, already early investment of the Viper's Pit coming in here.
And like I said, actually, we're talking about how difficult it is to get indicators of what FPX want to achieve in some of these rounds.
Yeah.
The Viper's Pit last time, like I said, that was kind of the green light to hit A. Get that set up nice and early with the orbital strike to backside. Which is why it's key here that AYRIN's got his to lock down A short. Off the rip. It's going to force FPX's 4 into showers.
And Zekken could reap the rewards of this dirty little angle. Going to get the first tap, but it doesn't actually fall away, though. He double dips on it, and look at the burst. Zyppan and Angel in combination. AYRIN, it's not hitting right. Yeah, damage done on Angel and ardiis, so not impossible, but it's looking unlikely. Plant going to go through. And look at the positionings. dephh over towards heaven. Cryo still working his way through on CT. I mean, he's had a quiet game, really, Cryo, unable to be as impactful as we saw before.
And this is the half, like I said, you do expect him to perform heroics. 2v4 retake here. Deph's already out of heaven, but again, look at FPX's deep position here.
Last player standing.
I mean, let's see what he can do. That's one. Needs him real quick, and he gets a second. And there's the trade. So back to business for FPX with a couple of rounds going astray and not quite the bookends that we were expecting, but maybe wanting for a nice rounded out game. As it stands, 5-7, Mike. This one looks like it's kind of going as we expected.
Point of weakness that they felt they could exploit. XSET just were a little behind the curve in terms of the adjustment. Didn't really find any, say Angel with him he's caught there, but no spam actually coming through to him, but found no way to really approach that A-site hold, and FPX just bullied him, I've got to say. For that to be such a commanding lead to the first 5 rounds of that half. So we sat here, FPX at a 2-round lead.
Okay.
It's kind of wild to me.
So we dive back into the matchup. XSET now gets to determine their own pace. Can they maybe pull this back any which way? Do we see Cryo maybe a little more activated? I think he's like 8-8 at the moment. Not particularly relevant to outcome of many of the rounds. He was fine when he got the chance to be, but never in the right place, it felt. Played off of that A side on the defending side. Let's see how it looks on the other foot. ardiis, again, dominant in approach with the first, but a good trade for AYRIN. And a tap on the spike to try and draw any utility or attention, but nothing really noted until then. Second time of answering, ZUYGETSU does reply.
Actually, his poison orb was going to drop, but no re-challenge from ZUYGETSU, but a fantastic headshot from Zyppan on dephh as he tries to slip back into lamps. Actually now, numbers advantage for FPX, and actually doubled down now by ZUYGETSU.
AYRIN, triple that frenzy can do.
Yeah, nothing to do.
Nothing at all. This is just clean cut business for FPX. They want to get things back in the realms of reality for themselves. Pearl feeling like a distant memory in their minds. Now they can keep moving forward. But the rest is pretty light, yeah. Okay. But when do they reveal this? When does this get noted?
The problem
at what
being
point?
Is Shao and Angel on B. They have an SMG between them.
Doesn't
So they are the two that can be overwhelmed here.
Oh, they're gamble stacking towards A? It's just Angel.
And he's only got a ghost.
Where is Shao off to?
That's on the back of just a Viper wall.
Okay, and now there's the panic starting to hit, because that was certainly not a pistol. That's certainly a whole lot more. Angel will need to respect this to a degree. He finds himself a semblance of safety towards the back of the site. Shao may not get the same sort of treatment, but he's there. At least he's back in time. The TP was taken, so 2 are on the way as well through Hookah. This is a quick crunch coming in, but let's see about that over-investment almost. Does it pay off? The chip damage has come in. dephh is low, BcJ is low, but BcJ is doing the damage. 4 kills, make it 5! BcJ! The investment was questionable, but the outcome is glorious. Big round from him.
Ridiculous. And again, they just look to overwhelm 1 or 2 members of FPX. Shao somehow still gets back to B side and dies ahead of Angel.
Yeah.
Miraculously. BcJ making light work of it. And it's this now. There's 2 rifles back in the hands of FPX.
Oh, God. Don't poke the bear. I feel like they'll come right back with this. And yeah, looking at this, it is going to be Angel this time, rifled up. My arm.
See the frustration on his face as well. But look at the spacing.
There's no trade. That's almost unrecoverable as well. That's not going to fall back into Shao's hands unless he hits an absolute banger of a shot. And Cryo getting a little top up of health as well. This is pretty indicative there's a lot of players here, and why not? You want to get the rifle. That's another now found.
The response.
Come on.
ZUYGETSU and Zyppan finding kills.
How does this happen? They do everything right.
They have to police these weapons now. They must know FPX are feeling the pinch.
That's the big one's recovered, though. I think there's still a Guardian down there, but... what is this? What is this bloody round? What is going on? BcJ and AYRIN putting in some heavy lifting. This has just turned into straight-up madness. And ardiis is nowhere near, keep in mind. ardiis on the flank, and now the Seekers will find him. Oh, this is just one of these rounds. ardiis has a shorty, Mike. Oh,
and a
don't worry. A stinger now.
Well, does he still have this upgrade on long?
I think there was a Guardian down at some point. No. It's all bad. And ardiis. I mean, BcJ is tagged up 13 HP. AYRIN 55. But timing, the flash catches, and AYRIN's there. It was
Thank God for that.
A bizarre round.
Thank God for that.
Oh, not for the replays.
But just a little strange to see Angel so far ahead of Shao.
If your IGL's doing it, you know what I mean? It's one of those that does certainly leave me a little worried for this, but it could be a tilt. I love this combination of utility, by the way. Always have. Who was it we saw do it first? Was it either Fnatic or Liquid? I can never remember.
It was Liquid, I think.
It might have been. I know it looks a little slicky-esque. You know what I mean?
They had the same thing with the Sage Slow and the Molly as well from Brimstone. The first time
So
they were running
nice.
that composition. Again, we'll force them out of showers. But again, XSET don't hang around. SUYGETSU with the Viper's Pit available. And on the back of just a little bit of utility, going to pop it here. Make sure he can lock down this area of the map. See actually if AYRIN's going to achieve anything on the other side towards A site. Now only the Guardian in hand, but drifts away from it. Oh, this finds a cheeky kill. The second completely blind through the poison orb. Zekken will fall. Making light work of this push up B long from XSET. Again, no threat coming through Hooker either.
No, they've really got the map control down on this. Yeah, maybe a little in the dark on towards the A side of the map, but the pressure points have been pretty much smothered. And we're 27 seconds. XSET again, no play into this. Maybe they can make a mad adjustment, but maybe they just want to keep these rifles. 5.2 on AYRIN though. Trying to build some bank up. 4.4 on BcJ. But yeah, gonna let the clock rot.
10 seconds left.
Couple more seconds to go. You can already see the FPX trying to see what they can get here. Maybe scramble a couple of better weapons, which you noted earlier. I think it was Angel with the Guardian. Still missing some elements here, but good work from FPX. And honestly, just a nice one coming out from ardiis there, being able to get, what, 2 through the smoke, basically.
I mean, the side of things, FPX will have a big boom in terms of that previous round win with the save coming through.
Blinded.
Yeah, I'm looking at, I think actually the next round they will actually still scrape a full purchase on the side of XSET.
Money-wise, far better position now. Can they feel out any information here? Again, ardiis would love to have a repeat. BcJ probably not as happy to go for this anymore. And testing other options. Prowler does go in, takes a left turn, does not quite find depth.
I need blocking vision.
Angel considering the rotation here pretty early on. And FPX showing real restraint as well. We didn't see XSET explore any parts of the map really on defense.
Right here.
It's a similar approach from FPX. Lucky Angel reconsidered that rotation because XSET are headed here as 5 now. A late lurk outside showers from AYRIN. That's it, on contact. Util gonna pop. Actually, the reveal comes through, but Zyppan's the one to find one onto BcJ, and that's the spike noted here. Angel's got out through.
He's waiting for this, and the timing could be perfect. It depends when he pulls the trigger, and if he doesn't make a meal of it, he doesn't this time. Accuracy is locked in now. 2 back-to-back for Angel that he needed there, and that round will secure it basically at this point. That's 10 on the board for FPX, and they're stabilizing after being in dire straits after a really bad start. AYRIN would love to be able to keep hold of this. But now the surround coming in, Angel's got some more. Building up towards the ult. He's got that ready now to invest as they go forward. And
for Cryo, whether or not that will slow things down just a little bit. Can they put him in a position to find an opener? Like I said, that pressure hasn't been applied from Zekken.
slow creep up short. First bit of utility fully invested. You can see the response in kind from the smoke. So that's really going to try and deny that long progress. Zyppan happy to step up to this, but the flash to follow, and he was a little vulnerable, so Zekken going to try and take a little bit of the space. But the smoke's there buying time. This is actually quite early work, but you've got to give credit here to Zyppan as well. Constantly taking back this space. Always reaffirming, reassuring, making sure there's nothing coming this way, so they could potentially hit that rotation point when they feel like that could be coming in. So this is already that attention towards B, and then hit the rotation towards A.
And it's much quicker this time around from XSET, so They do have a window of opportunity here when it's just ardiis and SUYGETSU, but SUYGETSU tucks himself in, finds the kill. Can't get the reset on the second though.
Yeah, just dropping off that ledge was the issue in the end, but again, ardiis is still here, and there's going to be that orbital strike coming online, but Cryo and AYRIN, that time in unison. A little bit of chip damage done, but back to trying to get this plant in. Who do we have left? Angel and Zyppan. Now Angel trotting around from CT. Zyppan.
HP on Zyppan though.
That's so low. I feel like you need a freebie here somewhere, and you're just not going to get it with that Viper's Pit in the way.
XSET looking to get proactive though. He's tucked themselves into backside. I love this play. Just wrapping back around, forcing FPX to re-clear all these angles. Zekken playing a little disconnected here outside on short.
Oh, it's so uncomfortable to try and play against. That was very well played. Mike, talk me through that kind of post-plant moment there, because it did seem as though XSET really stepped into that moment, finding that real value towards using those ults.
Like I said, it's just a perfect read as well, with the adjustment to get back behind.
8 to 10 now. And no one being particularly affected by that prior round's loss. Again, the money's still in a good enough position to be able to fashion this full purchase for either side. We look at them towards the ults. dephh has his, Zyppan's got his, so that could be instrumental here, but an early stack towards Shao as well.
I think as well, Zyppan getting the showstopper online, they're going to put him in a position where can almost play anti-plant. He's got Angel.
Oh, they're walking.
Actually, yeah, first time. I said this hadn't happened.
AYRIN.
Yeah, AYRIN will be tested in the backlines, but spots it out. A little bit of damage done, but nothing really to write home about.
They also don't find that full information either, but it looks like they want to get proactive towards short here. They really want that information. They're actually going to gamble it. They're just going to take that rotation route, but BcJ still great with 2 initial kills. SUYGETSU holding his own though, trying to keep some part of this map safe. ardiis and Angel unsure where they need to be. Angel feeling so vulnerable, he's called back ardiis at this point. Knife's now come back online. They could potentially try and clear somewhere over here.
XSET just want to let this one sweat a little bit.
30
Just
seconds
pop the
left.
smokes over towards the A side as a full fake.
I mean, it's going to
You
keep
want to
ardiis
fight
and Angel in position, but the Cosmic
Fabulous.
Divide should give things away. BcJ still going to absolutely
Got
flash in it.
SUYGETSU!
SUYGETSU's found his third.
And it's only SUYGETSU here, and now the TP gets taken. Angel's on the way. And now down to 2. Plant comes in. dephh is behind the wall. The drop's going to be watched. There it is. Cryo needs more, though. 1 ain't enough. Any more utility to try and make this cross? That's it. Maybe a chance here. dephh with the readjust. This is good. These positions are fantastic. XSET. Not down and not out. It's 9. And they're still in this, but...
Has the timing down. Gets all the way into that site cubby. And FPX looking a little more antsy in the early round now. Zyppan, a wide swing on showers. Identify a different member of XSET this time. That was AYRIN previously to hold that push. But already identified as a lurk, because Zyppan and Angel both making their way towards B site. A judge in the hands of ardiis. He's posted up in lamps. You can see XSET really building around Cryo now. Trying to let him be the one who's the aggressor.
Ooh, the timing.
Trailblazer.
Yeah, that could have been a really nice combination. Didn't get what they wanted, but still enough time to play with now. Maybe test the waters elsewhere, but a very preemptive rotation back towards A. You've got 2 players now joining over towards ardiis. I think Angel's just heading over that way. And Zyppan, but I guess considering the weaponry is on the lighter side, I don't mind a bit of an early or bit of a gamble to the rotation, and it is actually read correctly. Zekken gonna just go though, gonna get towards the side, gonna invest the paint shell, but over! And Zyppan's got him. That's a player removed and quickly gets out of the danger as well. Avoiding the next layer of the threat, but he couldn't avoid death. Swings the site, takes down Zyppan. And now the plant comes in, but we are left with 3 players standing for FPX. They are not out of the woods just yet. Perfect underhand flash.
Oh my God!
Shows him how it's done. And now the 2v2, he wants the ult, but he just can't reach it. And now Shao in the 1v2. Only a Spectre, does have his Haunt though. But waiting up close is BcJ. And surely, Shao? He's got 1, but the second's not gonna happen. It's all even, Mike. We're at 10-10.
I'm now looking around, and I am worried already, Lauren, to be honest.
You just talked yourself into a panic. You've just gone through everything. Like,
Psychosomatic, I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, bloody hell.
it's not looking good.
And FPX are 1-0 down on maps, by the way.
Yeah. just as a reminder.
Reality check for a moment.
It has crept back into this game because that first half was so commanding. The string of rounds that FPX went on was like, right, well, there we are. There it is. It's hit back into play. And Zyppan just got bodied. What?
FPX is scrambling this rotation. Shao, he might get caught.
Oh,
Actually finds a headshot.
Shao still steps back in and notes Cryo. They have to stick around now.
That is such a crucial kill as well.
Prowler didn't find anyone that one short. So I wonder how long they stick for this.
Do they read this as a Cryo lurk, though?
It's a gamble, isn't it? Because Cryo has been occasionally lurking here. Now with this, so they've got to know what's up, and he's just going to let loose. Zekken to the back line, but he gets found by Shao. The null command comes in as well. The honk goes up, so ZUYGETSU now going to try and dive through, but he's chasing them! He's hot on their heels, and they heard none of it!
Completely dismantle that setup for ZUYGETSU. Zekken's just left on backside with nothing in his hands.
Oh, the pendulum swings here. FPX having to pull out all the stops. Can't leave a thing unnoted, but it ain't over yet. But the money's far from good. You still got to note that stinger on BcJ. You still got to note the light armor coming on dephh. This is not ideal in these moments. You want the full kit and caboodle. And on the other side, of course, you got pretty much what you want. Wanting for nothing here, but a double stack towards long. And actually, just a stack towards that B site, really. Zyppan. Would he go for a jump spot on this? Because Zekken's taking the space now. There's the shoulder noted, and the shot's better from Zyppan. First found, no trade yet. dephh considering it, but ardiis back and ready to defend. But actually goes down to a 1-for-1 trade out so far, but they've not noted anything. And you're right, do they? It looks like Cryo wants to, and he tries to, but he ain't got it done. Angel coming alive when FPX need him most.
AYRIN's found space, though.
Huh.
Will the Cosmic
Is
Divide...
anything to do with it, though?
I don't know if the Cosmic Divide is going to force ZUYGETSU forwards. It does. They're going to pass each other.
How much does he get?
AYRIN's going to get into spawn.
Has he heard these steps? There's no way Shao checks this. Oh, Shao's got him anyway. That was the window slammed on XSET's face of opportunity. dephh would need heroics. And he ain't got his cape on now. ZUYGETSU dives in. It's 12 for FPX, who answer back decisively. And it's
Playmaker.
No, but the right site to be approaching for now. ardiis and Angel there.
I mean,
but they have stall, they have utility.
The right site, yes, but ardiis and Angel can just play range on this. I mean, the worst they're going to be looking at is maybe a Bulldog, a Guardian, but it's only SMGs. XSET have to fill this gap. Draw a rotation, but Shao's already making his way back towards A.
Angel re-cleared long. Love that little jump spot just to make sure that no one's still lingering. There's always a chance, but you're right. Then you pull your player back towards A.
Do they fight to the death for lamps? Because they can't push back sight like this.
No.
Again, double controller, yes, but there's so many sight lines to worry about. And actually, Zyppan going to find it above the Viper's wall.
Yeah, Pixel out of place, and he just turns him into mincemeat. But already there's going to be lamps control taken over for XSET, so they at least have a step. But are they trying to fight behind this? How far do they take this? They've noted 2 towards Shao. Shao's got him pinned down, though. And now it's just 2. dephh and Cryo, they don't have much to say about the matter so far. It's all in one man's hands, and it ain't looking good, Mike. I'll tell you that for free. It's going to all 3. A flawless end to the map, but 13 to 10, it started to heat up.
It definitely did. You just think back to that round